There comes a moment in every life when everything seems to fall apart, when the dreams you held close begin to slip through your fingers, when the silence of uncertainty becomes louder than the noise of your plans. But I want you to remember this: your struggles are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of something greater. We are a nation born through struggle, carved out not with ease, but with sacrifice. And just like our beloved Pakistan, we too must sometimes be broken so we can be rebuilt stronger. Every hardship we face is not a punishment, it's preparation, a divine design shaping us into something more powerful than we were before. Think about the mother selling handmade crafts on the roadside just to ensure her child never sleeps hungry, or the young man cycling miles every day because he dreams of lifting his family out of poverty. These are not stories of pity, they are portraits of power. These are the quiet warriors who remind us resilience lives here. Yes, inflation is real. Yes, opportunities may feel distant, but so is the mountain that stands before you, and yet people climb it, not because it is easy, but because they believe the view from the top will be worth it. You may feel like you're stuck, you may feel like life has paused, but maybe this is the season where your roots are growing deeper. Maybe this is where your strength is being born. And when the storm passes, because it will pass, you will rise, not as the person you once were, but as someone who knows how to bend without breaking. So if you're walking through fire right now, walk with pride, because fire doesn't just burn, it also forges steel. To every soul who feels forgotten, to every heart that feels tired, know this: your pain is not in vain. Your struggle has a purpose. Something bigger is waiting for you. Don't give up. Your future is being written in the ink of today, endurance. There's a quiet transformation that happens when life pushes you to your limits. In those moments where nothing makes sense, where the world seems to be moving forward while you feel stuck, it's easy to believe that you're being punished, that somehow you've been forgotten. But what if I told you those very struggles, the pain, the delays, the disappointments, are not signs of failure. They're the seeds of strength. Struggles are never random. They come with lessons hidden deep inside them, waiting to be discovered. They come to stretch you, to test you, to wake up a version of you that cannot be born in comfort. Just like a seed must be buried in darkness before it sprouts toward the light, we too must sometimes be broken so we can grow. Imagine a child in a small village of Pakistan, waking up before dawn to help his father in the fields. He walks miles, barefoot, with the sun scorching his skin, his body tired, but his heart holding on to hope. That child may not realize it now, but those early mornings, those blisters, those sacrifices, they're quietly building resilience in him. They're teaching him discipline, empathy, and endurance. He may not have the luxuries others do, but he is learning something more valuable: how to stand tall, even when life tries to bend him. The same is true for all of us. Struggles are not there to defeat you, they are there to reveal you. They carve out the hidden layers of your strength, your courage, your faith. Because truthfully, you don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. Sometimes we look at others and think they have it easy, but no one is exempt from pain. The difference lies in how we respond to it. Some people use it as a reason to give up. Others, they use it as fuel. They let their struggles refine them, not define them. Our nation has witnessed this time and time again. Economic challenges, natural disasters, political instability, yet here we are, still standing, still moving forward. Because deep in the DNA of our people is this unwavering spirit that says, I will not break. This isn't just about patriotism, this is about identity. It's about knowing that if we as a nation can rise from the ashes, so can. You are allowed to cry, you are allowed to feel overwhelmed, but never let your struggle make you feel small. It is not a reflection of your weakness, it's evidence of your potential. Think about the strongest people you know. Their stories are not filled with ease. They're filled with chapters of pain, of loss, of starting over, but they didn't let those chapters be the end. They kept writing. They kept walking. And you will too. There will come a day when you'll look back and realize that every delay, every rejection, every closed door, they were redirecting you to something greater. You will see how that broken moment was the turning point. How what felt like the end was actually the beginning of a new strength rising inside you. So when life gets heavy and you feel like giving up, remember, you are being prepared, not punished. Every storm is shaping you. Every tear is watering the soil of your future. And just like a seed doesn't bloom overnight, neither will your greatness. But it will bloom in time, with patience, and with faith. Keep going, even if all you can do is take one small step today. Because struggle, as painful as it is proof that something powerful is growing within you. There will come a day when you look back and realize that every delay, every rejection, every closed door, they were redirecting you to something greater. You will see how that broken moment was the turning point, how what felt like the end was actually the beginning of a new strength rising inside you. So when life gets heavy and you feel like giving up, remember, you are being prepared, not punished. Every storm is shaping you. Every tear is watering the soil of your future. And just like a seed doesn't bloom overnight, neither will your greatness. But it will bloom in time, with patience, and with faith. Keep going, even if all you can do is take one small step today. Because struggle, as painful as it is proof that something powerful is growing within you. And that is how strength is born. There is something deeply powerful about rising after a fall, not just as an individual, but as a nation. Just as people go through storms, countries do too. Economies collapse, leaders falter, systems fail. But what defines a nation is not its flaws, it is its ability to rise again. And nowhere is that more evident than in the story of Pakistan. The trials we face today, both collectively and personally, may seem heavy, but they are part of a larger truth. Like nations, people rise through resilience. Pakistan was born out of struggle, a dream that came at the cost of immense sacrifice. Millions walked miles with nothing but hope in their hearts and pain in their eyes. Families were torn apart. Lives were lost. But through all that heartbreak, a new identity was born. That identity didn't come wrapped in comfort. It came wrapped in resilience. And that same spirit runs in the veins of the people of this land. Today, when we look around, we see a country grappling with economic pressures, inflation, job scarcity, and countless social challenges. We see people worried about their future, unsure about their present. But if we pause and look beyond the headlines, we will also see something else. The kind that wakes up before sunrise, that carries hope through sleepless nights, that continues to give even when there's little left to give. Resilience is not something we wear as a badge, it's something we carry in our everyday actions. The tailor who keeps his shop open during power outages, stitching through candlelight just to keep his business alive. The student who studies with borrowed books under a street lamp because education is her only way out. The farmer who battles floods and droughts, yet plants again when the season returns. These are not isolated stories. They are the heartbeat of this country, and they remind us that pain is real. But so is power. It's easy to romanticize resilience when we're not the ones suffering. But the truth is, resilience is not glamorous. It's messy, it's exhausting. It means waking up to the same struggles day after day and still choosing to try again. But just like Pakistan, which has seen decades of highs and lows, we too must find the will to keep moving forward, especially when standing still feels easier. There's a powerful connection between personal and national endurance. When you overcome your own challenges, you become a building block in the resilience of the nation. When you choose not to give up on your small business, when you teach your children values despite limited means, when you show up with integrity and hard work, you are strengthening the very fabric of your country. This is how nations rise, not with overnight miracles, but with people who refuse to quit, with souls who believe that tomorrow can be better, even if today is tough, with hands that build even when resources are few, with hearts that hope even in the face of despair. Yes, it is easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like the system is broken, to wonder whether your efforts even matter. But just like Pakistan has stood through wars, economic instability, and global pressures, and still keeps standing, so can you. The story of this country is a mirror for the story of its people. Broken, maybe, but never beyond repair. You don't have to wait for the world to fix itself before you decide to rise. Begin with yourself. Your resilience is contagious. It will ripple through your home, your community, and your country. Because when even one person refuses to give up, it becomes harder for the rest to fall apart. Let the story of this nation remind you of your own strength. Let its survival whisper to you, you are not weak for struggling. You are strong for surviving. And as long as you keep moving forward, you are part of something greater than yourself. We may bend, but we do not break. And that, both for nations and people, is what true resilience looks like. There's a belief many of us carry, often quietly, that if life is hard, if doors aren't opening, if progress feels slow or non-existent, then maybe we're doing something wrong. Maybe we're being punished. Maybe we've fallen out of favor with fate. But this belief, as deeply rooted as it is, couldn't be further from the truth. What if the struggles you're facing right now, the waiting, the failing, the starting over, are not signs of punishment, but signs of preparation? We live in a world that celebrates quick success, fast results, instant gratification, overnight fame. But real growth, the kind that changes you at your core, it doesn't come quickly. It comes through the lonely nights, the uncertain seasons, the times when no one sees your effort, but you keep showing up anyway. Preparation is silent. It's the backstage work that no one claps for, but it is absolutely necessary. Think of a tree. Before it ever breaks through the soil and stretches toward the sky, it spends days, even weeks, growing roots in complete darkness. That darkness is not wasted time. It's where the tree builds the strength it will need to stand tall against storms. You are no different. The struggles you face are digging roots into your character, into your patience, your faith, your resilience. You may not see the results yet, but something is growing beneath the surface. It's easy to feel forgotten in the midst of preparation. You see others moving forward, achieving milestones, living the life you've been dreaming of, and you ask yourself, why not me? But preparation isn't always pretty. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't offer applause. It just quietly does the work, shaping you into someone who can handle the very things you're praying for. And so it is with you. Whatever you are facing today, whether it's a personal challenge, an external obstacle, or a deep internal battle, know this: it is not in vain. The root system of your life is growing deeper. Your strength is growing stronger. The person you are becoming is more capable, more resilient, and more prepared for what lies ahead. You may not feel it now, but everything you are going through is shaping you into the person you need to be. So, don't be discouraged by the darkness. Don't be discouraged by the times when progress seems slow, when it feels like you are not moving forward. Instead, trust the process. Trust that even in the hardest moments, you are being shaped and prepared for the future. Your roots are growing deeper. And when the time comes for you to rise, you will stand taller, stronger, and more ready than you ever imagined. Remember, the darkest times are often the times that build the strongest individuals. It's the pressure that turns coal into diamonds. It's the storm that makes trees stronger. And it's the struggle that makes you resilient. Hold on, because you are growing, you are becoming, and the best is yet to come. There is something incredibly powerful about the idea of transformation. Transformation is often seen as a big event, something dramatic, something that happens in an instant, but real transformation happens in the quiet, slow moments, the ones that require patience, the ones where the only thing you can do is keep going, even when you don't see immediate results. And like fire forging steel, your struggles and challenges do not simply break you. They shape you into something stronger, something more resilient, something capable of achieving far beyond what you ever imagined. Consider the process of metal being transformed into steel. At first, metal is soft, malleable, but when it is exposed to intense heat, to the fire, something incredible happens. The metal is hammered, pressed, and bent until it becomes stronger than it ever was. What once was soft is now resilient. The pressure and the heat do not destroy it, they refine it, shaping it into something that can endure much more than it ever could before. The metal is changed forever. It is no longer the same substance. It has been forged into something greater. The same is true for you. The struggles you face in your life, the pain, the frustration, the setbacks, they are the heat and pressure that are refining you. They are the things that are shaping you into something more than you were yesterday. It's easy to think that these hardships are breaking you, but in reality, they are preparing you for the future you haven't yet fully realized. These struggles are what will make you unbreakable. They will give you the strength, the wisdom, and the endurance to face even greater challenges ahead. When you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, when it seems like the pain is never ending, remember that this is not the end. It is simply the process of forging. The fire that feels so intense today is not here to destroy you. It is here to transform you. It is here to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable. It is through the struggle that you are learning what you are truly made of. The things that are causing you the most pain right now are actually giving you the power to rise. Think of the times in your life when you faced a challenge that seemed impossible. Maybe it was a failure you thought you couldn't overcome. Maybe it was a loss that left you feeling broken. Yet despite it all, you kept going. You didn't give up. You found strength you didn't know you had, and you came out of that experience stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever thought possible. Those moments of struggle were the fires that forged you into the person you are today. The same applies to the challenges you are facing now. You may not see it now, but every difficult moment you experience is adding to your strength. The pain, the disappointment, the setbacks, they are all part of your transformation. Just like steel must go through the fire to become unbreakable, you must go through your own struggles to become stronger. The fire will not destroy you. It will refine you. And one day you will look back and realize that every challenge you faced, every hardship you endured, was not something that broke you, it was something that made you unbreakable. It's important to remember that transformation is not an easy process. The fire burns, the pressure is intense, and sometimes it feels like you cannot bear it any longer. But know this, the process of transformation always leads to something greater. Every struggle you endure is adding to your strength, your character, your ability to face the next challenge with resilience. You are not the same person you were before the fire. You are stronger, you are tougher, you are unbreakable. So when you find yourself in the midst of a struggle, when you feel like you are being tested beyond your limits, take a deep breath and remember that this is not the end. This is the forging process. You are being transformed into someone greater. Your struggles are not here to break you, they are here to shape you into the person you are meant to become. Keep going, keep pushing, because the fire will pass, and when it does, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever lies ahead. Transformation is not easy, but it is always worth it. Like steel forged in the fire, you will emerge unbreakable. The struggle you are facing today is not the end. It is simply the process of becoming who you are truly meant to be. Trust the process, trust the struggle, and keep moving forward, because one day you will look back and see that the fire did not destroy you. It made you stronger than you ever thought